All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Keep Up, where we keep you up with everything pop culture. As you guys know me, I am Keezus from Keezus World Collections. As you'll see on my channel today, I have someone special for my first episode of my podcast. Yes, I said it right. My podcast. This is my buddy, my good friend, also a fellow geek and a fellow just everything pop culture. All right, you want to introduce yourself?
Just
All right, this is
Carlos
Carlos.
Vasquez. Yeah.
This is Carlos. Now, the point of this podcast is that maybe weekly, maybe bi-weekly, I just make an episode. I bring you guys new content that we're all looking at that give my thoughts on it and just have a fun time with people. It might be somebody different next episode. You never know. But just different things in the culture of the geeks and pop culture. I'll try to keep it secluded to that stuff. I won't try to branch out and do other things in the beginning as of right now. I want to be very condensed and have my thoughts and very driven focus on this stuff. All right. Now, we got a few topics we're going to go over today. I think they'll be pretty fun. I think they'll be pretty cool. We are going to talk about statues, of course. As you guys know, I collect statues just like most of y'all that will see this. Carlos does not. So that's going to be the fun part. We're going to get his perspective on what he does and things that he likes to do. And also what he thinks about the statues. Now, my only question for you is first topic is going to be 2024 as a whole. What do you think about 2024 as a whole? It doesn't now. This doesn't have to be pop culture, right? It doesn't have to be in the realm. Just what do you got going on? And if you want to keep, you don't want to get personal, don't gotta get personal. This is your first video out there. But if you want to keep it pop culture, things you're excited for in 2024, and things that they've done good in the pop culture in 2024, then yeah, you can speak on that. But just your thoughts and your opinion on the year so far.
Well, to be honest, I feel like it's been a pretty good year, regardless of like some things that happened. Like at least myself, like personally, like I had some things going on, but like I picked up my hobby again, like comic books. I used to like collect them like religiously, and then like when I when we met in El Paso, I didn't have any of that. Like I stopped like collecting comic books. Like the military kept me like pretty busy, but after moving here, like that's when like I started like buying here and there. But at the beginning of this year, I remember I was talking with my wife, and I mentioned like this year looks pretty cool. Like let me start like collecting again, like getting back to it, and like the movies that are coming out this year, like everything, like media, like movies, music, comic books, everything. So I picked a good year because the Ultimate Universe, like
Yeah, You've been speaking to me a lot about the Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, it started like at the end of last year with Ultimate Invasion.
Okay.
Which I missed the first printing.
Yeah. And you pick up these comics like weekly, like when they drop. So you're pretty up to date on that.
Yeah.
So in the community, we have a lot of people who read comics, but a lot of people who mainly they'll collect comics. Like they'll keep up with getting the new issues, but it's mostly like I'm gonna put this away, and maybe they might not even read it, right?
Oh no. So I actually read it and I keep up with the story, and I follow everything. I try to keep up with like as many stories as I can because it gets overwhelming at one point.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why I'm only trying to like collect like the Ultimate Universe stuff. Cause like X-Men is like, in my opinion, comic book wise, X-Men is like impossible to get into right now. Like they're trying to reboot it on June, July, something like that. Yeah. But it is impossible with this like Krakoa era thing. Like I try to get into it.
Krakoa's been going on for a while.
Yeah, and a lot of people were like if you want to get into it, you got to start reading this and that. And I'm like, oh, come on.
Krakoa era has been going on for a while, so it's funny that when you say that, it relates that to me, like when people try to read One Piece. When they're just getting into it. And One Piece, as everybody know, like you don't have to watch anime to know that's one of the longest running anime or manga runs ever in the history of manga. So it's pretty funny to hear you say that. And you did bring a couple of comics today, which we're going to get into later.
Yeah.
But as far as for me, 2024, I'm trying to think movie wise. We didn't really get nothing. I'm thinking of not just comic book stuff. I'm thinking, like I said, this is a pop culture podcast. So it's from horror to monster flicks to comic book movies. Strictly talking about movies, I can only remember Godzilla off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did Guardians of the Galaxy come out this year or was it last year?
I think that was last. Yeah, that was last year.
Last year, yeah.
The
I was
Marvels came out
I was still
in
in
November.
I was still in Korea at that. Yeah. So it was last year. So yeah, it's not. I think what Marvel's doing, slowing down, is helping them.
Yeah,
I do think that.
Yeah.
As far as I want to say, MonsterVerse wise, Godzilla's killing it right now. I mean, we had -1, which was pretty damn good. We had Godzilla, Godzilla Kong, New Empire.
Yeah.
Um,
that was fun.
It was a fun movie. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it was like great acting in it. I mean,
it was
at some point in the movie, I was expecting Godzilla to do the tail slide, like the jump.
I mean, he did a suplex.
Yeah, he suplexed, but I was thinking like he was gonna like tail slide like at some point in that movie. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, this year has been slow. I feel like on the movie front. I feel like since DC is on complete hold, which I think is the best thing for them. We'll actually get into DC because James Gunn released some picture or a picture.
Oh, yeah.
That I completely actually we're gonna get into right now. So James Gunn went ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. James Gunn went ahead and released a picture of his new Superman.
Yeah.
And
that was very interesting.
And I'll be honest with you guys. I hate it. And when I say I hate it, I don't take that lightly, right? You guys in the community like to say, "Oh, Keezus hates everything. He hates everything." So this picture I got, I'll put up a clear picture for you guys all to see. All right, me and Carlos are looking at this right now.
Yeah.
So this picture actually only shows part. It doesn't show his boots, right? Let's just go right here. I'm pretty sure this will blow up if I click on it.
Just gonna open it Instagram. There you go.
So me and Carlos are looking at this right now. And like I said, I'll put a picture up. I'll put a picture up so we all can see this. I know you guys think I hate everything. Look, I just truly hate this.
Why do you hate it so much?
I'll start off with things that I like. I like the background.
Oh my! You can't tell me you don't like the little curl, the Superman curl.
I mean, cool. He has a curl. I mean, fine. That's cool. Look, you got a guy who looks like a younger Henry Cavill. Yeah. You could have kept Henry Cavill. You could have, instead of wasting Henry Cavill's years, you could have been making Man of Steel 2, all that. So I'm a little salty about that still. I can admit that. I'm a little biased, all right? Henry Cavill had the look. Now, I did see this guy. I can't remember his name. The new actor for Superman.
For the life of me,
I can't remember his name. Bad journalism on my end. But I'm not a journalist. But I did see him without the suit, him in the gym, worked out. He's big. He got way bigger than what he was. This suit does not flatter him at all. Like, it doesn't, this suit is not, it doesn't show off the work. He's been David Cornsweet. It just doesn't flatter his build at all. The suit is like, it looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy suit.
I was about to say that.
It looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy suit. And I hate it. This S is too small. The boots, get them out of here. The collar thing, I was never a fan of, even the new 52.
Yeah, the new 52.
Yeah, and it's kind of
Turtleneck.
weird that he has the Kingdom Come Superman logo, but he wanted a younger Superman, and then he has like parts of a new 52 suit in there. He does have the underwear on,
Yeah,
which I feel was gonna look weird because if you have a suit that looks like the Guardians of the Galaxy
with underwear.
with underwear on top of it, it's gonna look weird. So you're just not catching me. I wish we could see more of the cape. I mean, it's a cape, but it's whatever.
I mean, but it's not a cape. It's Superman's cape.
So in the community, a lot of people were, or not the community, people. My bad. People everywhere were complaining that, or not everywhere, but a lot of people were complaining that they didn't like the fact that something's going on in the background, and Superman looked like he was lackadaisical. Like, damn, I gotta go save the day again. Like, putting on his
Yeah.
boots with no rushing. They're like, how can this be the first release photo when Superman's supposed to inspire when now he looks like he doesn't want to do nothing or he's
Yeah,
mad?
yeah.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think it's just a picture.
Yeah, I think it's just a picture. I also thought, like, when I saw this and I saw the background, I was like, maybe there was like a spoiler or something
Mm-hmm.
behind, and James Gunn just didn't want to give that away.
What
And
if
he
this-
put like something like that,
So
that
you
weird
think this
thing.
still is from the movie?
I don't think it's a steal.
You think it's actually?
I think it's like behind the scenes maybe.
I'll be honest. If this is from like the movie and this is how he puts on his boots and he's Superman, I'm gonna be pissed. If he puts on his boots like I put on my boots, if I was to have boots that high, like our work boots, if he was put on his boots like how I put on my boots, that ain't Superman to me.
Yeah.
Superman gets changed in a phone booth and he flies up out of there. If he has to sit down and put on his boots like I do, we got a problem now.
I think it's like a set picture. Maybe they were gonna like record a scene or whatever, and he was like, putting on his boots.
Yeah.
and
But
whatever.
my thing is like with the background. I mean, first thing people are gonna think is Brainiac.
You know what? I didn't think about Brainiac when I saw it.
Who did you think about?
I didn't think about anybody. I was just like, what the hell is that?
So
That's all I thought. I was like,
So a lot of people, including myself, I was like, okay, Brainiac, like little giveaway who the bad guy is gonna be,
yeah.
or the villain, little giveaway, little like get you anticipated for the movie, right? But that's overshadowed by this ugly ass suit. Like, and then people were complaining, including James Gunn, about Zack Snyder's Superman being dark, with the suit being more dark and stuff.
Like a
What's the
navy
difference
blue.
between that with this one?
I think this one, the S, is more like vivid colors.
The blues look exactly the same. I know this one he has a little battle damage, so it's a little darker in some areas.
Yeah.
Because it's battle damage. But they look damn near the same to me on color fronts. The red might be a little brighter on the boots.
I think the yellow on the S looks brighter for this Superman than it did for Cavill.
Yeah, I just think James should have never approved this suit because all that hard work that David did into getting bigger. I'll admit he did get a lot bigger for this role. Like the pictures of him are phenomenal as far as how big he was able to get for this role, and he's actually pretty tall.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I didn't know how tall he was. He's taller than Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Yeah, he's like 6'4". Like Henry Cavill's only 6'1". This man is tall. So
I just wished when I saw this picture, I was like I wish it was like a better picture of Superman. Because like you remember when Batman v Superman was like
promoting and stuff.
Promoting whatever.
Yeah.
And before that, they released a picture of Batman with the Batmobile.
Like
and
him
you could
standing
see
out.
him standing outside. Like
He was-
that. I remember when that picture
almost
got
like
released.
Man of Steel. I don't know if you remember the set photos, which I think you're right about this one. That first photo, the reveal of Henry Cavill Superman is when what's her name, Ferrara, whatever her name is, threw him into the bank, and then when he was getting off of the door or whatever, and he was that was the set photo that the release of the first look as him as Superman.
I remember that.
So I think you're probably right. They did the same thing with this one, which this man is putting on his boots like a 9 to 5 or 9 to 8
Yeah,
civilian.
like, oh, come on, I gotta do it again. Like,
Yeah, so I do feel like that's him, unfortunately. But it was just something that I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna watch it because I am gonna do.
I mean, you have to watch it.
You have to watch it. As a Superman fan, I feel obligated to watch it. Yeah, it's just it's a shocker to me. Now,
Yeah.
Speaking of Superman, we're gonna dive right into statues.
Yeah.
Y'all be patient with me. I don't got my mouse, but we are going to look at Prime One Studio Showcase. Not everything, right? I'm not gonna look at everything, but I am gonna show Vasquez my favorites. Now, since we're on the Superman topic, I'm gonna see if I can find
The Superman.
their Superman. And of course, everybody in the community knows what Superman I'm talking about. It's the 1/4 scale Superman. They did do this Superman in a bigger scale in third. And when they got announced that they'll do it in fourth, as you can imagine, the community wasn't so happy about that. They wanted I want to show him the video, guys, but I'm on their YouTube right now and it's not.
I think it's on the top. I saw a Superman over there. Keep going. Like, to the beginning. Isn't that a Superman? I'm tripping. That's not a Superman.
No, that's not Superman at all. So Prime One Studio.
There's so many Superman statues.
It's so many Superman
There's
statues.
so many.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Didn't you have a Superman?
I had a Superman. It was Sideshow Superman, which So I'm just gonna pull up the picture, guys.
Probably appear better than.
That is not it, but we are getting there. We are getting there. So we're going on their website, and this is actually probably better just because now I can show you everything they have that's coming soon.
Godzilla -1?
Oh yeah, that's gonna. I'll show you the picture. It's crazy.
That's probably
what
sick.
they got coming out. That's why I said pop culture is like
That has to look sick.
is having their field day right now. Mm-hmm. I see Superman. I just don't see the Superman I want.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. So again, we'll put this picture up on the. I'll put this picture up on the screen when you guys are seeing this. But Superman 4 scale. What are your first thoughts of this?
You know that every time you show me like a Superman or any superhero that has a cape,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell you like I don't like when the cape is like fabric.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the cape is not fabric. It's not fabric, right?
Yeah, it's not sculpted.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
because I hate. It looks so like I'm sorry for people that like like that kind of stuff. It just looks so cheap. It looks so dumb. Like, I'm sorry. It's
that's
just
crazy because I'm one of the ones. I'm one of the collectors who really don't care. Like if it's a good looking cape and you can pose it easy, then I'm like, okay, cool. But there's collectors out there that be all like, man, if you make a cape, a sculpted cape, you suck. It sucks. or not sculpted, fabricate. It sucks. It diminishes the statue and blah blah blah.
But in my opinion, it's like if I'm gonna buy like a statue like this, if I'm gonna get like a Superman, like I wanna feel like I have something straight out of the comic books or something like that, right? So I just wanna like have it, and it's already like the cape looks insane, and like the shading on the cape and the collar.
That's the argument they're having. Not on Superman, but Sideshow, which is a different company. Their Star Wars line.
Oh, okay.
That's all fabric.
Yeah.
And people right now, at least the Mace Windu they just released, are just set on pre-order, and then their Obi-Wan, the old man, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Aren't those hot toys? No.
No, those are statues. Those are these sizes,
Oh,
but
really?
they're fabric.
Because for hot toys, I understand because they're posable and you can
Yeah.
pose them and do whatever you want.
You're
But
not posing
a
those.
statue like this, like I want a statue. I don't want like a statue and then like a piece of fabric.
No, they're
I don't like it.
straight. Those statues are straight fabric. So on the third scale of this, right, it has sculpted and fabric. You get to choose. Now both
Oh,
sold out since. You'll see now you're seeing both on the market, but at first you were gonna see the fabric on the market a lot more for cheaper. Because they said, oh, the sculpted cape look better, I guess. It's a lot heavier. So you gotta
Yeah.
worry about leaning or any of these other problems. Also, the thing about sculpted capes, if they do like an extravagant sculpt on the cape, right?
Mhm.
Your display space is limited at that point.
Yeah.
So they realized from the first one, and now this cape is different. It goes more downward. So it's more before it was more floating to the side for the third scale,
Yeah.
but on this one it's going downward more. So some things on this statue they changed from the bigger scale that it was when they shrunk it down. And at first people were mad that they even were like, "Hey, we're doing this in four scale." And then when they came out with the changes they did, people were like mad again. Oh, why you change it so much?
I mean, you can't really please any fandom.
You can't. But at the same time,
You can't.
I'm one of the people online that's gonna point it out and be like, "Hey, y'all are shoehorning everybody around."
I like it. I mean, I like the pose.
They also fixed the And guys, remember, he doesn't collect this stuff. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what the third scale looks like. But the paint app on the third scale was actually face skin wise was terrible to me. Like I did not like it. But this one they fixed it. They made it more fleshed out tone. The face is pretty much the same. He's an ugly Superman on this, honestly, in my opinion. But he looks better than all the other four scale Supermans.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you a couple fan favorites. I'm not gonna get into a lot of it because I have to edit and then show all these damn pictures on here.
That is insane.
Now,
that is insane.
the Godzilla. No, guys, he doesn't have the pictures in front of us of the in-depth detail on this Godzilla.
It's a diorama I'm reading.
It's kind of like a diorama. So it has that tower that you see is a big tower. It has little tiny people on the ground.
No way.
It has little tiny people on the ground. The explosions you see are just like that. It has cars. It has everything. It's like,
Does it have lights?
yeah, the light up is there.
So the explosions have like light. So
Yeah. So
that is crazy.
it looks. This is a statue I have to show him, guys.
That is crazy to me.
I literally have to show him. Oh, don't want to do that. I literally have to show him, guys. I can't, so bear with me because this. Actually, this is what we'll do. Because I have it on here, it'd be easier to be faster.
How big is it? Because it doesn't say how big is it.
I want to say bigger than these. It might be my Ghost Rider size.
That's so crazy. Did I tell you I watched
Here
Godzilla
we go.
-1 black and white?
You can just scroll through the photos. So right now he's looking at the photos of the Godzilla -1. And like I said, that
Oh, I see the tiny people running.
yeah,
That's crazy.
it's one of the favorites that were
That
introduced.
is crazy.
And you want to know what else is crazy? Another one of people's favorites is actually anime pieces.
Does he light up? The Godzilla lights up too?
I think so. He might.
Because
Oh yeah, he lights up. Yeah, those.
oh my!
It's either he lights up or he's painted like that. One of the two. But I'm pretty
That
sure he
is
lights
crazy.
up. Prime One likes to do the light up.
That's crazy. I think it is the size of your Ghost Rider because he's painting the face.
Yeah, it's
And it looks gigantic.
a pretty big piece.
That's crazy.
So another one of the favorites, right, were two anime pieces, which I was shocked because, you know, the people I talk to aren't anime guys. They're not collectors of anime or stuff like that. There's a couple out there
Oh,
that
they're getting this.
gone alive. I'm not saying they're getting it, but this is just one of the favorites. Um, it's a big piece. It's nowhere to explain so Beast, his hand.
Oh, I see the picture. Yes, he's
But it's the size of our hand. Yeah. So that's how, and it's a fourth scale. So Levi is fourth scale. He should be the size of them, but he's a small person, so he's going to be a little bit smaller than them. But the Beast Titan is also fourth scale as a base. So his hand is the size of ours.
Damn.
So this is a big piece. Not, and that's not including the effects, the slashes you see. It doesn't come with blood. Prime One doesn't have the license to do that with this statue. I guess they didn't give them the okay to do
I mean,
that.
you'll probably have somebody that paints it.
Yeah, maybe, but they won't do it for this one at least. But first thoughts, what do you think on it?
Oh, my first thought is it doesn't have a fabric cape. No, I'm just kidding. But no, if it's as big as you're saying, like the hand is like the size of my hand,
Mm-hmm.
and the Beast Titan is like that size too, like the base and all that, like that's gonna look pretty insane. And the pose Levi is in, like his classic, like when he killed the Beast Titan, well, they killed him.
Yeah, when he defeated. That's what this scene is on.
Yeah,
The base
that
off
looks
of.
sick.
So the only thing about this, I was thinking about getting this right. It's still something to think about. They haven't released the price, but every fourth scale that Prime One releases that's anime statue is over 1,200. And I'm just like, that's why I haven't gotten their Vegeta, their Goku, their Frieza was like 13, I think, something like that. And also they had a Full Metal Alchemist one. They have a new one coming out. Just price wise for them. Now the second anime piece that made some noise. I know, guys, anime ain't crazy, right? This one. This I'm gonna have to pick up.
Oof.
I'm gonna have to pick. Now, this is how the statue looks. This is how it's painted. That's the statue right there. It's not like an artwork.
And the background too.
The background like that. So it looks like the hand is like a forced perspective.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the hand looks so far away. Or
oh,
whatever.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, because he's like super close.
Yeah,
and
so
like far
everything
away.
you see right there is the actual statue.
That is it like a base then? Like a
yeah, so it's like the base itself.
Like a slab?
The base itself is look, as I'm telling you. That's what it's like.
Oh, okay.
And that's how
that
it's
is
painted.
Insane.
That's how it's painted and all that. I said I'm going to have to get that.
That is insane.
And that's going to be a space eater. I know.
Has that even been done before?
Nope.
I was just thinking about that.
This is the first anime statue I've seen like that.
That is crazy. It looks insane.
The paint app on that looks crazy. I know it's kind of like it's a sad scene. It's a messed up scene.
Yeah, it's a very messed up scene.
It's a very messed up scene. The statue itself, if you don't know nothing about Berserk, it can come off as vulgar.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. But this is just high quality work that I think will be too much to pass up on.
Yeah.
This is very high quality. Now, if they wanted to put this over $1,000, I would understand because even in the base,
It's an iconic scene.
it's an iconic scene. But like in the base itself,
Yeah.
you have pieces of the soldiers.
Yeah, I was looking on the picture. It has like worms,
Yeah,
like, coming out the
so
ground. And
so I was
everything.
like, this is definitely a buy for me.
That's insane.
I probably pre-order, put it on the payment plan, stuff like that. Um,
It looks sick. It's pretty crazy.
Now, off of that's really all of statues. I showed you the pictures already off screen of the Star Wars, the Mace Windu, I believe,
Yeah.
the Rex, and the Obi-Wan. If you want to give them your quick thoughts on those, that'd be great. And then after that, we're gonna go into some comics.
I'm big on Star Wars, so when you showed them to me,
Mhm.
I went crazy when I saw the Captain Rex.
Yeah,
Captain Rex looks insane.
and he's tall.
He looks insane.
He's like very, very. And when I say tall, I mean like it's
like the Mace Windu is all right. Like unpopular opinion, like Mace Windu is not like I'm not like a big fan. Like cool Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson, but
that's crazy. that's that's honestly crazy. Cause
I'm not saying I don't like him. He's cool. He's a cool character. I just like. You could swap the face. Like
no, that was a
you take
toy.
off the helmet.
That was a toy.
Oh.
We'll watch this short. Yeah. So that's the whole.
So crazy.
And that's some of the best flames that
Yeah,
Sideshow has done.
I was about to mention the flame.
The flames alone made me get this.
Just the pose. Just the pose is like so. He's,
Yeah.
he's tall.
I say that that's a tall piece. So out of the three, that was your favorite one?
Yeah, yeah. Captain Rex is like one of my favorite ones.
See, the plan I have with my Star Wars line, there's this custom Vader has yet to be revealed. They did little snippets of him, like these little certain things.
Yeah.
But he has yet to be revealed, so I'm waiting for him. But if you remember that Anakin versus Obi-Wan diorama that I showed you a long
Yeah.
time ago,
Yeah.
that's still in production. So I'm still waiting for that to be done so I can get it. But like I probably want to pick up that Mace Windu because there you don't see a lot of Mace Windus out on the market
Yeah.
right now. There was a custom company that made a Mace Windu, but it was terrible, like hot garbage. 2 packs of ass. That's what that Mace Windu was. And now that Sideshow released this one, cool. But let's go ahead and touch on some of the comics that you recently been picking up, kind of the story that you've been following for a while now. If I remember correctly, it's been a couple months.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, one that I wanted to touch on that I don't know a lot
Mhm.
is the Energon universe, like the free comic book day one. This one like has like a little short story. It like dives in. I have no idea what's going on
Mhm.
because I have not read it, but everything I hear about the Energon universe and how it's like progressing, it's crazy. Like, cause you got the GI Joes, like Cobra Commando has his own like ongoing series too.
So GI Joes are a part of the Transformers.
Yeah, it's
universe
like the
now?
Energon universe is like the whole like thing. Like it's crazy. Like people have told me like stuff that has happened,
Mhm.
and I'm like, bro, that sounds pretty sick. And the artwork is insane. Like you can see it. The artwork is like
Yeah,
the
that's
coloring.
detailed. Yeah.
The coloring is insane. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna start like going into the Energon universe. I don't know where to start,
I'm gonna say you have to find out where to start, don't you?
but I have friends that have been reading it and following it.
Mhm.
They've been saying it's pretty cool. And I have a lot of things.
It's fine. Take your time.
I have a lot of things.
Take your time. We got time.
I'm gonna start with this one. Like recently, like I remember I showed you.
Yeah. I
Like
remember. that.
recently, I started the Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. I don't know if you guys can see that.
And he does read it, guys. He does read it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was not gonna like it, but it picks up. It picks up after like the old run ends. Like the Spider-Man 2099 old run ends.
Mm-hmm. I haven't
It
read
picks-
the old one, but
It picks up right at that moment.
okay.
And I mean the artwork wise, it's pretty cool. The coloring is pretty cool. And I thought I was not gonna like how Miguel looked with the symbiote,
Mm-hmm.
and or how they were going to like treat the symbiote in 2099.
Okay.
But I do like it. It's pretty cool. I need to read number 3 because I haven't picked it up actually.
Yeah, I'm symbiote. I'm symbiote out. Like I'm tired of symbiotes.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's not on Peter Parker at this point, I just don't care about it.
Yeah, I agree.
And if like I say, you're not in the statue community, so you don't see every single custom Venomized statue that there is.
Yeah,
You got Wolverine, Thanos, Ghost Rider, Spider Man, Batman. It's crazy out here. Yes, like, everybody is getting a symbiote nowadays, and it's just crazy.
I mean, I thought the same because, like, it's just the symbiote. Like, everybody has had a symbiote. Everybody and their mother has had a symbiote in the comic books. But the way they're using this one, it's not unique, obviously.
Mhm.
But, I mean, it's Miguel with the symbiote in his own story. It doesn't have to do with, like the multiverse, the Spider-Verse, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's
So
like
Peter Parker.
yeah, it's just like there. So they're giving Miguel like the Peter Parker treatment, where like he has his symbiote and he had his arc and whatever,
Yeah.
and didn't bring anybody else from any other comic books or whatever. They're giving Miguel that treatment, and I think they've been doing a pretty solid job. Like the action is pretty crazy, and the symbiote is insane. Like the symbiote, like
So is it symbiote? Is it Venom or is it just a different, just random ass?
It's a different.
Okay. Does he have a name or is he just symbioting it up?
The last time I read it, like I don't remember the name, but that symbiote has been around.
Okay.
It's been around. It's not like oh, like it's a new symbiote. Like it's been around. It's been around. I just don't remember who had the symbiote before him, because the symbiote's just been running around people,
Mm-hmm.
and it finally caught to Miguel, and he's like, oh, I like this. So it was the same as Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Like the symbiote found him, and he was like, "Oh, I like this. Like I'm gonna stay here."
What other ones have you like been really interested in that you haven't read?
Like I took those aside first. I wanted to show you guys those ones first, cause like this, like I've been on this for a while, cause
And we're gonna get through all these guys. Like he's gonna show you every single one, but I really want him to touch on the ones. Because we're only trying to make this pod last for an hour, maybe hour and 20, hour and 10, hour 20. But I really want him to touch on the ones that he truly has been enjoying and makes him go back for the new issues.
yeah. So like I said, Free Comic Book Day, like Marvel wanted to not reboot technically, but like bring back the Ultimate Universe, because like I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember the Ultimate Universe. Like
Mhm.
Spider-Man started it. We had the Ultimate X-Men, like all of those type of things.
So, quick pause. I don't know where I read it, but I thought Miles was the new Ultimate Spider-Verse in the universe.
Like the new, he was
Like
at
he's the
one
main.
point
He's the main one.
in the old like Ultimate Universe before
Mhm.
this one, when Peter Parker died. That's when Miles Morales like became like the official Spider-Man.
So his universe is the Ultimate Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, actually, the 616 Miles Morales that we have right now is the one from the Ultimate Universe. He just like came to the 616 after Secret Wars. I bet you didn't know that.
You talking about like from Into the Spider-Verse, Miles?
No, the 616
The movies?
the comic books.
But 616 is the movies too, right?
But
They're
it's
the same
different.
universe.
But it's different. It's different. It's different.
I don't read the comics,
It's
so I
different.
wouldn't know. But I know that the movies is 616 as well.
Yeah, but it's different. The
It's
ultimate universe Spider-Man. What, like you remember when Peter Parker died? It was
Yeah, I
like a
remember
whole
Peter Parker died.
controversy, like oh, we don't want like this other kid to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, we don't want Miles. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember all that? Like after that, he became like the official Spider-Man, and then Secret Wars happened, like 2015, I think it was.
Mhm.
Secret Wars, and when Doctor Doom like created Battle World and all that, and everything got resolved, and the heroes won and whatever. The Peter Parker from 616, he was the one that told Miles like, "Hey, like you don't have a home anymore. You can come to ours."
So he just stayed there.
So he just stayed there, basically. And when
But where's the Miles that's already there?
he would, that was a whole other like I don't want to get into all that
Oh, okay.
because that was a whole other thing. But like going like coming back around like Free Comic Book Day, they released this one. It has like a prelude to the new Ultimates, like the Avengers from the Ultimate Universe. And I wanted to touch on it because they've been doing such a good job in giving us like a fresh take on so many characters. Like they started this whole journey with Ultimate Invasion, where like the bad guy Reed Richards, the maker,
Okay, yeah.
like he's the one from the Ultimate Universe. Like he was imprisoned in 616, and that's where like he started like finding other pieces, building a machine to go to other universes, and he found a universe that is not the Ultimate Universe like as we know it, but it was like the closest thing he could find to it.
Okay.
And that's when he like killed the spider that was gonna bite Peter Parker. Like he made Howard Stark like his partner basically. Like the Richards from that universe never became Mr. Fantastic. The Fantastic Four never happened. Like he imprisoned the Reed Richards, and that Reed Richards became Doom. Like that's Reed Richards.
Okay.
Like it's been a whole thing. So after that, basically, Tony Stark, he became Iron Lad. He didn't become Iron Man. So after he becomes Iron Lad, that's when he like starts giving the superheroes that he knows are supposed to be superheroes, like powers, and that's where the Ultimate Spider-Man comes in. Like,
so he gave Spider-Man his powers?
Basically. Because Spider-Man, like, not Spider-Man, Peter Parker has been living for, like, his, like, 30 years. He's, like, 30 something in the Ultimate Spider-Man. He's, like, married. He has 2 kids, all of that.
Okay, I remember reading something about.
But he feels like something's wrong, something's missing. Like he doesn't feel like I feel wrong. Like something's supposed to be happening and I'm not. Like I feel like I'm supposed to be doing more. And that's when Iron Lad gives him like a package and he's like, "You're supposed to be more. You're supposed to be the best of us. So like here you go. If you want to do it, you can do it. If not, like, hey, I can't really stop you. But I know you feel weird, so here you go." and that's when he like lets the spider bite him, and like his suit is nanotech, like, and like he like changes the color of the suit because his daughter is scared of the black suit that he has.
So
his,
was it red and black?
it was black completely. It looked like the symbiote suit, but without the spider.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't know like Spider-Man was supposed to be red and blue.
Yeah.
And like that take on Spider-Man has been so good. Like it got to a point where like Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man #4, which I have right here, so you guys can see that I own them. Like that one is basically like a huge conversation. Nothing happens in that comic book.
Yeah.
And the thing is that Marvel has been doing such a good job with the Ultimate Universe that nothing happened in the comic book, and I was still like, this is so dope.
You know, it's funny because you're not the only Spider-Man lover, right?
Yeah.
My son, as you know, loves Spider-Man, especially Miles Morales. People that are gonna watch this, there's a couple of people like Buck, Sam. They love Spider-Man, and I tell them all the time, Spider-Man's trash. It's like
Spider-Man is the best super. Don't let him
just
tell
like
you
I tell,
anything.
just like I tell him, Spider-Man is honestly, he's not one of the worst superheroes. I'll admit that.
He's the best. Exactly.
But the role gallery that Spider-Man has, he should lose every single time. But that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy how someone can be so passionate about a trash ass hero. And
that is crazy.
I think it's really trash or wild that Marvel keeps putting him in the forefront.
That's really.
You know, I feel the same way about Batman. I think it's crazy that DC keeps putting Batman in the forefront. Why is he fighting Doomsday? Or why is he fighting Darkseid?
I agree with that, but not with the Spider-Man thing.
Spider-Man, why is he in an intergalactic battle? Why is he so important? We don't need him to get his powers.
Yes, we do.
Reason Neighborhood is in his name.
Yes, we do.
There's a reason why his name is Neighborhood.
Spider-Man is the best thing that Marvel
I just had to say that because these stories very well might be great, right? I have not read them.
They're fantastic. I'm gonna leave them here so you can read them.
But they very well might be great. It's such a trash hero. It's just hard to believe sometimes that somebody wants to make him Spider-Man because they think he's that important. Just why do you think that?
He is that important. You just gotta put that through your head. But anyway, another one is like I haven't read this ones, the Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther ones.
Oh, that's a hero.
I'm glad they brought the Black Panther to the Ultimate Universe because he was like basically non-existent in the old Ultimate Universe, like the 2000s, early 2000s Ultimate Universe.
Now this is T'Challa, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
I remember reading this somewhere that they said there was a run where T'Challa was no more. Maybe it was Shuri, but when T'Challa came back, he had like an abundance of new powers.
Oh no.
That was like it wasn't just he's
maybe it's in the ongoing series.
Maybe it wasn't like because Shuri has like I read somewhere that for one Shuri has the power of like the dead, right? Maybe that's like her most strongest form.
Mm.
But right now I read recently that T'Challa's no more a king. He gave it to Shuri, the crown or whatever, the throne. But he's still Black Panther, and now he talked to what's the god Bast, yeah, and Bast gave him more power, and now he can like basically every single Black Panther that was before him, he can at will talk to them, gain their knowledge at will.
So basically, one for all.
He's one for all. He's the Avatar. He's all everybody. He's everybody, and he does that. He can also control the dead. Like
what?
Like he.
I don't know about that.
He's OP. I'm telling you.
I need to read this.
OP.
I need to read this, but like, yeah, this one, in my opinion, is I love Peach Momoko. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like the artist, like I love her. Like I love her art. I love everything. But this X-Men run, the Ultimate X-Men, has been so weird. It's been so weird. It feels more like reading a manga.
Okay, I was looking at the art. The art looks more
Like,
of a manga style.
and that's not the like just the cover. Because if you read the Ultimate Black Panther ones, like I have the Peach Momoko variants. That's just the cover. She made the cover. Like if you go and read it, like the art style is different, but not for the Ultimate X Men. Like what you're looking at is the art in the comic book. Like that's what you're seeing.
That's
It's weird, and I feel like it doesn't like combine with anything. Like if you read Ultimate Spider-Man, it feels like it's in the Ultimate Universe. If you read Black Panther, it feels like it's in the Ultimate Universe. If you read Ultimate X-Men, you just don't feel like you're reading a comic book. It's weird. It's cool, but it's weird. Like I only brought those today. I don't know if you wanna like if I come back any other time, I'm gonna have other things that I read that I can bring and show you guys. But
there definitely be people in the comments that are gonna want to um, have a follow with that. They like people who know their stuff.
yeah, I've been following the Ultimate Universe pretty closely, and I'm trying to get into like more stuff. Like I recently grabbed Rat City, which is basically Spawn 2099.
Okay.
Like I haven't read it because like I've been trying to catch up, but if y'all want me to come back and talk about it, I can. Uh, what else do I have on order that's coming? Oh, the Ultimates. I have it on order. Like I think that's it for now. Like, cause I've been reading the Ultimate Universe like religiously,
Yeah.
so I know my shit.
Yeah. So next topic is probably my most controversy topic, which is surprising.
Mm.
Is anime and manga.
Mm.
The state of it right now
Let me sit down.
in 2024. I think that it is trash. Not trash. I think it's very slow.
It is.
I think anime wise, it's very slow. I think
It really is.
My Hero just picked back up. Demon Slayer is coming out. Kaiju 8 started up, which is going on pretty good. But I think mangas, a lot of mangas today, even what's the Korean ones?
Manhwa.
Mawa, yeah. Those are even in a state where I feel like they're rushing their stories. So, for instance, Solo Leveling. If you read the Mawa for that, it is fast paced as hell.
It is so fast paced.
It is
insane.
Like you're reading one instance, and literally in about 2 to 3 hours, you're done. If you constantly read it, you're done.
If you don't stop, you can just jump.
If you're a fast reader and you take 3 hours out of your day to just sit down and read Solo Leveling, you are done with the Mawa.
Yeah.
Now, when that translates over to the anime, it is trash.
It makes it feel super clunky.
It's super. So the first 2 episodes were great, right? The first episode, you have the suspense. You know, you're scared. You feel like they're all about to unalive. Then you have the second episode, and you're like, "Oh, what's going on?" They stop it at these random ass places because they don't know how to pace a fast as Mawa or story that they have already in
What was
place.
it that we said? Like, as soon as we finished the episode, like, I texted you and I was like, "Why the hell did they end it there?"
Yeah,
Like, why?
And it wasn't like it was a bad ending. It was like it was a random ending. Like, why are you ending it in that particular scene or that particular time?
Yeah, when it's gonna like pick up.
It's either gonna pick up, or not even that it's gonna pick up. It'll be somebody talking, and then all of a sudden it cuts to the main character, and then it's just gone. After that, it's just
what pisses me off was that like the first episode ended in a cliffhanger that was like a weird cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? And then the second episode started, and literally like the first 5 minutes they resolved what happened on the.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is
And I was like, what? You could have just
coulda-
added that to the first episode. And
You
like,
could have added it to the first episode and been good. Now, I feel like the same thing is happening with Kaiju number 8, where I don't know if you read that one.
no, I remember I read the first chapter and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I never got around.
So I'm a couple chapters in, but I'm far enough in the manga where I know it's a fast paced manga.
Yeah.
Like literally where they're at in the anime, they have maybe 2 more episodes of good pacing before shit hits the ceiling or shit hits the fan. Literally, that manga is so fast. I had to stop reading it because I felt like I was already about to be done.
You know, what the hell? Like,
But it is like you can have a short story, right? Nothing's wrong with a short story because Demon Slayer did it.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer has a short story, but they pace it so well. Kaiju number 8 is watching it when I got to maybe the 3rd episode or whatever, and when I realized when they ended it off, I'm like, why? What is going on? This episode seemed useless. So after that, I was just like, yeah, I got to read the manga. Read the manga, and I was halfway through it in about an hour. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I got to stop. Like, I'll just watch the anime. Whatever happens, whatever. It's a fun anime. It's not. It doesn't take itself seriously. The art is fine, whatever. But like I said, I think that animes, like also One Piece season 2 suffered from that. And they also suffered from bad animation, but they suffered from the story and how it was paced as well.
Was it bad animation or was it just like old animation?
No, because old animation looked better than that.
You think so?
Oh fuck yeah!
Because
old animation looked way better than what One Piece was giving out. One Piece was giving out 2 packs of ass every chance they could.
Because a lot of people don't pick up One Piece because they start watching it and they're like, "What the hell? This looks so bad."
My only thing is when I'm scared about One Piece because I finished, well not finished, but I got to the last fight right with him and somebody else. I'm not gonna spoil it for people out there. But the artwork on that is so beautiful. Like when I tell you, it's like it's beautiful. It's,
I've seen some fights. I don't know what's going on because I don't like.
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch one.
You have to follow it. But the artwork on that, if the animation is not good when it finally gets there, it doesn't have to be up to the artwork. Because even with My Hero's artwork is so damn good, the animation can't keep up with the artwork that's coming out. But the animation has to be somewhat there to be like, this is beautiful. Like, one thing I think, Demon Slayer, I think the animation surpasses the fucking artwork in the mangas. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you can always have those cases, those instances of that happening. But,
agreed.
Like I said, the anime and manga route, they've been slow. I understand anime because they're now, Demon Slayer has to pace themselves a little bit because they're at the end. They're at the home stretch now. Like,
I think they have like after this season,
after training arc, they're in the shits. But in the movie, they already are in the castle. I don't know.
I don't watch the last movie, but
the last movie. So the only movies they have is the Mugen Train, and the one that just came out where it covered a little bit of the training, and then they went straight into the demon house, whatever.
In my opinion, that's what they should have done.
Yeah, or maybe I don't need a season of the training thing.
Yeah, training arcs sometimes are like a little unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't need a full season of the training arc, but for the movie wise, I would have liked just a movie of an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah,
probably an hour and a half to 2 hours of the whole movie, kind of like what Attack on Titan did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just went ahead and did Attack on Titan release this year?
That was last year.
I think it was this year. I think it was early this year because Jujutsu Kaisen ended this year.
I think you're right.
So it was this year. Yeah, it was because they had the anime awards too. Yeah,
I keep forgetting when. Yeah.
So I wouldn't say anime has been slow. I think a lot of the fast paced stuff hit us, like the real good shit hit us in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So Attack on Titan, JJK, there's a couple others that are just slipping my mind. but they were very like home run hitters, and they hit us at the beginning. But I think right now at this moment, like honestly, I think if JJK was still out, I think if One Piece came out, I think if Demon Slayer, My Hero was out. Remember, there's one time where all of those were out at the same time, damn near.
Yeah.
So I think if all those were out, Kaiju, Solo Leveling, those would get scrapped and thrown away. I honestly truly believe that. I don't think they will last, especially Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling on episode 6 or 5 had a recap of the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, that was insane. How do you get a recap after 5 episodes?
I was like,
5, 7,
there's
something like that.
Yeah, that's how I knew that anime was like fucked from the beginning. I was like,
what are you doing?
I was like, yeah, y'all gotta get the fuck, y'all gotta pack y'all bags.
Like nothing has happened for you to do a recap. Like you only do a recap when a lot of shit happens.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It was only 5 episodes.
I couldn't believe that, but probably that. I'll say it's slow. I wouldn't say it's bad or stuff. But like I said, my heroes coming out. Demon Slayer's right behind that. I think it's
Didn't My Hero already come out?
Oh yeah, it already came out. Yeah, it already came out. That next episode is coming up actually.
Yeah.
Kaiju is gonna pick up. It's just if they can do the pacing. I think
eventually.
Yeah, I think the action in Kaiju, especially this last episode, was really good. Animation was really good. So I think if they give people more of that, they're going to be golden. Do I think it's going to compete with Demon Slayer? No. And
nobody can compete with it.
Based on the
animation-wise.
Yeah, not animation, but based on the animation, even with My Hero, what I saw with Stars and Stripes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Kaiju at number 8 is going to compare with them either. When it comes to like just straight terrific animation, right now those two don't really have competition unless you want to throw in some anime that there's always that sneaker anime that nobody watches that has amazing
and it has
animation.
Like insane animation.
Yeah, there's always one of those. So
there's always like a slice of life anime that has like one fight scene.
Yeah, and that fight scene is amazing.
And it's like nothing to do with like the plot. It's just like a fight scene.
It's crazy. We don't have that. So we're this is towards the end of the show, right? And we had a little bit of like a game release, what came out, stuff like that. We haven't really focused on games, honestly. Only games that we want to get. Like I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate. What's that? Dragon's Dogma 2. I've been playing.
Oh, yeah, you do play that.
Yeah, I've been testing out new games, right? Things that I normally wouldn't play. I've been playing them.
Yeah, like getting out of your comfort video games.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what everybody was talking about. They're cool. I'm not gonna lie, they're cool. They do take up a lot of time, so it is like you're on it, and if you really stick to it, it's like okay, I can play. Next thing you know, I'm nowhere near even towards the beginning of the game, but you're already like 3 hours in, and you're just like, damn,
what the hell?
Character creation took me like an hour to do already, so I'm just like, all right, whatever, man. But Carlos did tell me about a game, PC game called Marvel Rivals. Yeah. We're going to take out the trailer. Let's make sure the volume is good before anything. Yeah, before anything. We're going to make sure the volume is good.
I think nothing's happening there yet. Press play.
Yeah. All right. So we're starting in 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I know nothing about this game.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Pick your hero. Get ready. Go!
Knight of Ashanti, Strange is here.
Oh!
It's nano time. I hope Friday got that on video. I'm opening a portal.
Oh, that's one.
This with the amazing Spider-Man!
Be strong together.
Join together. Drown them.
I'm everywhere. Your powers are mine!
Tremble before fire.
I got you.
Yeah.
Behold, Darkchild!
Hey, mind if I join you, pal?
Maximum pulse.
It's party time!
By the eye of Agamotto.
I am ready to put on a show. Charge!
For Wakanda.
Spider Sling!
You're the winner! Next team!
The moment that I could top hat of that. That's funny.
I don't know if you heard it, but the Spider-Man is voiced by the same dude that voices this Spider-Man from PlayStation 5. It's the same voice actor,
So, what's his name? Yuri?
Yuri.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same voice actor.
So, next reaction that we have out is A Quiet Place Day 1, official trailer number 2. Now, this I'm probably going to get copyrighted or whatever. Don't really care. Now, I'm excited about this movie. I think this movie looks better than the second one. Just off of trailers, I think it looks
This
better
is
than
like
the
a
second one.
prequel, right?
It's a prequel to the prequel, yeah.
It's a prequel to the prequel.
Yeah, because the first one was them in that shit.
Yeah.
The second one, it just showed what happened, like with the family.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it fast forward to the mom by herself with the kids.
Yeah.
This one, it doesn't even have the
Yeah,
family
because
in it.
it's... Yeah,
And it's
because I
just
remember the
New York.
first trailer. I watched the first trailer.
Yeah, I watched the first trailer.
I haven't watched this one.
I haven't watched this one. I saw this one. I was like, okay, I gotta wait and watch it because I wanted to watch it here. But like I said, it's A Quiet Place. It is starting Lupita, and Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things.
Freaking Human Torch, right?
Human Torch.
Yeah.
Human Torch. But let's see. And they kind of made me worry because I don't know when they shot this. It doesn't make me worry, but I don't know when they shot this. But you would think he would be a little bigger, like working out wise.
I think they shot this
Probably before.
way before.
I think. Yeah, he just got announced.
Yeah.
And this probably was already almost done. But let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
You can't have a cat in here.
It's a service cat.
That looks insane.
Shelter in place. Awaiting further instruction.
We can help each other. We have to get out of the city.
Oh, you're right.
If we stay here, we die.
I have a plan.
It's the end of days. No more people. No more New York. No more nothing.
What's so creepy? Ew.
So there's that. Like I said, I'm excited for that. I think it's gonna be dope. The way they do that.
The scenery looks insane.
I know New York, everything's loud.
Everything's.
Everything is
There was
loud.
like
There's nothing that's quiet.
I think it was in the first trailer that said, "Let's drop," or was it like a poster or something? It was like aliens that hate noise in the loudest city in the world or something like that. I thought that was pretty cool. It said something like that. I don't remember like it was like a little slogan, but it said something like
I was
that.
thinking about that. Like, think of Japan, Tokyo.
Oh, that'd be good.
Them hitting in Tokyo would be, for one, it's overpopulated,
Yeah,
and for two, it's loud and
it's
noisy.
loud as hell.
And then like New York is just like it's overpopulated too, but it's just loud as shit. Like nothing New Yorkers do is like quiet. So I think it's a good premise for a movie. Anything before we get out of here? Anything you're looking forward to?
Anything I'm looking forward to this year?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what.
Nah, just anything you're looking forward to that you have on your bingo card.
The Ultimates. The Ultimates is something I'm looking forward to. The last episode of X-Men 97. I'm
yes.
excited for that.
Yes, I'll probably have an episode next week
I'm excited
for
for
the
that.
discussing the last episode.
I'm excited for that. There were a couple of things, but I don't remember from the top of my head. Like, there's a couple of movies I want to watch, but I don't remember.
Is the
names.
Planet of the Apes one?
Oh yeah. I haven't watched Planet of the Apes, The Fall Guy, Challengers. None of that.
I watched Challengers.
Is it good? A lot of people were hyping it up. So.
I can't answer that because I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
I
if
understand why the sales are so low as they are, though. I do understand that. So, like, I can't give you like a justify like why blah blah blah, but I can tell you I understand if that movie's not performing well. So I can't give you a straight answer if it's good or not because it was a movie that I stayed and watched.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know. It wasn't bad to me, but it also wasn't good. It was just like a very okay. Like think of a very okay movie, and that's what I thought it was.
Okay. Yeah. Something I just thought about. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Whenever they drop that next trailer, I'll probably do another episode and try to get you on. We'll try to see our schedules, but definitely gonna try to get you on next week after 97 final episode drops, so we can talk we're gonna talk about each episode one by one, and then talk about the whole season.
It was crazy.
And talk about the whole season as a whole and what we're hoping for next season. And I think that would be a pretty cool episode.
Because after this episode, I had so many things in my head.
Yeah,
many things.
I did too. But
crazy.
I refused to talk to anybody about it until like the last episode.
Until the last episode.
So then I could be like, okay, let me flush out my thoughts. But all right, people, we're done with this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, this is the Keep Up, where we keep you up with everything that's pop culture. All right. Carlos does have socials, but don't know if he wants them out right now.
I do not.
Huh?
I do not have anything.
Oh, I thought Instagram. Instagram. Like you have Instagram, you have other stuff, but I'll put it in the link below.
Yeah. I mean, it's more personal.
Yeah,
there's more pictures of my wife and my dog.
Yeah.
Than anything. Like I should make a Instagram for like my comic books.
You should.
I should.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, what you want to see next episode, any recommendations, let me know. Drop them in the comment section below. This might be a live. I might release it as a live, so you guys can just follow along. I'll be in the comments with y'all. But thanks for showing up. All right, and peace.